Unfortunately, I already have clutter. Hello, my name is Chuck Ross, and we're playing Minecraft. Now, this isn't exactly normal clutter. I went on an adventure looking for a desert and found some stuff along the way. So this is what I found, which is pretty cool. I also was smart and gave myself a book to write down coordinates of things. So I went that way towards the giant cave that I do stuff in, and there's a giant ocean. Across it, there is a pillager outpost. Right next to that, there's a coral reef with a desert and a jungle and a little bit of a mesa. And then there is a giant mountain range with a jungle temple right in the middle of it. It's pretty cool. I didn't collect the loot from any of those because if I do, I'll probably do that on video. But this is what I found at some shipwrecks and then some buried treasure stuff. So that's what I got. However, what I want to do today is basically run around again. A little bit of an update. I'm trying to figure out the best way to grow large trees, and it's not exactly great. That way looked super promising because I had 2 of those, and then someone suggested this way. So I tried that, and it's okay. It gets you that kind of tree pretty well. And it also takes forever for any of these to grow. And then I had this one which just completely failed, unfortunately. I don't know why, but that's what happened. I have been doing a lot of planting and stuff, but none of that is important. I do want to show you something cool, though. Cool might be overselling it a little bit. It's neat. I'll give you that. It's neat. This is also one of the reasons why I want to go adventuring again. Because if we go down here, you see that now I have 2 villagers. The village just over there had a church in it, and I was able to get the brewing station. That's what it's called. So I've been using this guy to get some of that rotten flesh out of the way. And he does a pretty good job of it. But as you can see, I'm currently missing one, and I would really like to have a second one. So part of the adventure is to get another brewing stand. The other thing is the mesa that I found is really small, could fit in a couple chunks. And the desert that I found is bigger than that, but not a whole lot bigger. It's also got a really cool surrounding. Whenever I go back there, I'll make sure to show you, because it's this desert right next to the ocean, and you've got sort of jungle on either side of it. It looks very tropical. It's super cool. But this time I think I'm going to go and boat that way and hope that I find something else. I've explored up and down the coast a bit. I don't think I've gone any farther south than where I am now on that side of the ocean that connects to the spawn. So hopefully I'll be able to find something interesting. It's where that coral reef was that is right next to the Mushroom Island. All right, I unloaded this iron farm. Let's see if there's a guy standing there again. Nope. Okay, we're good. This is just a thought, but if you were playing on Bedrock and you were exploring, would you use lodestones to find things, or what? Because I know if you don't create the world with the player location XYZ coordinates on, I don't think you can enable it later, and it's not something like on Java where you can just turn it on and off. Is that how you guys do that? Because I thought about it of I could bring lodestones and compasses and an anvil and write down what I find whenever I find something, and then put the lodestone there. But I've got the coordinates, and I have a book that I'm writing them in and a description of where it is. So I don't feel like I'd need to. I don't know, it feels more like something typically the way that I use lodestones is one for, spawn doesn't need one because it's spawn, but I'll put one at my base if it's not, right next to spawn. And then I will put one at a place that I'm probably going to go to a little more often than just exploring. And then when I go to the nether, I'll put a lodestone next to the nether portal, on the nether side obviously, because trying to find my way back to another portal, I have never been good at that. All right, well, I guess we're going on an adventure. That is a pretty cool hill. Is that a desert right there? Are you serious? Or is that a weird beach? That looks like a weird beach. Okay. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little shipwrecked out, so I will probably skip those for the most part. However, what I won't skip is that. That is something to... Whoa, that's cool. That is something to very quickly... Excuse me? That is something that I can very easily check off my list now. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I'm sorry, but I need it, okay? Chuck, I hear you ask. This is supposed to be an ocean adventure. For an ocean adventure, I'm not seeing a lot of oceaning. Well, that is because I thought I was in a different ocean. So I thought that the ocean that connects down there, which is the one that we were just in, also connected to the one at spawn, which is the one that I meant to explore. And I think that because of the mushroom island that had the coral reef right next to it, I think I will have a better chance of finding a desert or a mesa or something over there. I'm betting on that. Oh, there are allays right here. Okay. I don't think I ever went in there. Also, I think when I found this, I was still very squishy. I'm sorry, allays, I will have to come back for you. For right now, I'm after something else. Oh! Man, you don't even got anything cool. So long. And thanks for the mending book, I guess? Which I can buy at home? Maybe I shouldn't have bothered with that. I could have sworn there's like an ocean right here. Oh yeah, it's like, it is right there. Bearings found. Yeah, I've seen the savannah, because that's the southernmost point of this ocean, aside from the inlet by the birch forest that takes me to my house. So maybe if I go that way, I will find the desert I'm looking for. Also a swamp, like with mangrove. That would be nice. Not to be too picky or anything, but I wouldn't mind a mangrove. Okay. If you've ever wondered what's on the other side of the horizon, what's beyond the ocean, it's a small island and then more ocean. Jeez. It's so big. It is, I'm already like 4,000 blocks east of spawn. Yeah, it's massive. There have been a couple other slightly larger islands, like that one kind of is decent size, but yeah, it's just more ocean. 4,000 blocks of ocean. I'm afraid I am in too deep to turn back now. I wonder if a Nautilus would have been faster travel than a boat. I will have to find out. Let's climb up there to see if we can find anything interesting. Every once in a while, when I get to a coast and there's a decent-sized hill, I try to climb it to see if there's anything I can see a little farther past the coast. I also have my render distance cranked up to max to see if I can get anything a little bit farther out, but so far, not great. All things considered, this is not a bad spot. I might go a little more in to see if I can find a pale oak, because I realized when I went to the pale oak the first time, I didn't have silk touch. So even if I found one of those hearts, I couldn't have gotten it if I wanted to. So let's go and check that out. Might as well, there's not going to be a desert around here anytime soon. That could have a pale oak. I feel like that hill is a little too low for that to be the case, but could be worth checking out. That one feels a little more likely. Well, that's actually not too short, so maybe. We'll see. Just need to get onto the canopy a little bit so I can get a better look around. That's usually fairly easy to do. Oh. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Do I want to do this right now? If I do this, I'm going to want to have an ender chest. Just the storage for that would be necessary, I think. But that might be worth it. Oh, you know what? I actually have... Where is it? Here it is. A lodestone. That would not be enough to make an anvil. I will have to remember that this is for the, this. Actually, let me put that in my book as well. Well, that's kind of cool. I came here looking for a pale oak. I mean, granted, I started this journey looking for a desert. Hope to find a pale oak in here, and then ended up with a mansion. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm equipped enough to take this on. Yeah, I'm definitely equipped enough to take this on. I just need to get an ender chest, because man, inventory management after going through one of those would not be fun. And would you look at that? Right below this mansion is a lush cave. And looks to be a pretty decently sized one, too. That's pretty cool. This might be one of the biggest ruined portals I've ever seen. Not the biggest exactly, obviously, but pretty close to it. Yeah, those are all cool. Useless, unfortunately. Now, I'm not a fan of savannas, personally, but I gotta hand it to this one. This might be the coolest savanna spot I have ever seen. It's so cool. I also just tend to like extreme biomes in general, so I might be a little biased towards that, but I have also seen a lot of savanna on this trip, not a single desert or mangrove. I didn't realize how rare mangrove forests were, so that's fun. Like, imagine setting up a base, like, right here, surrounded by mountains, you got the ocean right out here. Oh, this is such a cool spot. If you want it, there's the seed, and the location is 3008 by negative 1761. Man, such a cool spot. Not my thing, already set up somewhere else, but cool, and let's keep going. Well, I have made it to the northmost part of the ocean, and I don't think I'm going to find a desert here. Definitely something to keep in mind, and I will definitely mark this down, but I have, I think this goes just back around down the coast to where my spawn point is. So that's no desert. Cool. Oh boy, that looks kinda mangrovey. So once I got to the top of the ocean on the other side, on my way back down, I just decided to cut over to the ocean on the west, and was hoping that I could find something, or at least show you guys the desert that I found over there. But this looks like it might be promising. So far it looks like normal swamp. That looks like normal swamp for sure. Still, I mean, we can look around it. There might be one connected, I guess. That'd be nice. Please. Not looking like it. Maybe that way. Maybe. I'm kind of losing hope on this one, though. Could check that way, too. Let's check this way first. Looks just to be more swamp. Oh, that's cool. Pillager outpost right next to a giant ruined portal. Okay. I would like to get the armor trim from that, so I might check that out. Okay, let's just run in real quick, see what we got. Thank you. Well, I got a horn at least. I will take you. Thank you very much. Geronimo. And break my knees, and then keep running. Clean getaway. I don't think I have any sunflowers. That might not be a bad idea. This swamp spans literal miles, and there isn't a single mangrove in it. It's crazy. Unbothered, moisturized, happy, in my lane, focused, flourishing. All right, we've got another pillager outpost, and hoping that I can get the armor trim this time. That would be nice. Don't mind me just squeezing through here real quick. Oh, jeez. We're actually approaching the desert and jungle that I found last time, or I guess before I started recording. So I'll actually be able to grab the cactus and the flowers and some of the other stuff. I think it's actually in that jungle area. Let me go around just in case. Yeah, there it is. That's the one that I found earlier. So there should be that. There should be the jungle, and then the desert sort of surrounded by the jungle. I didn't raid that one yet because I wanted to wait until it was on camera. And hopefully there will be a trim in there this time. That would be really nice. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay. We got feel, and ponder. Great. And then just over here should be my jungly desert with, I think actually there might be, yeah, there's a coral reef right here. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, isn't this cool? You got this giant desert. Well, decent-sized desert. It's not too big, which actually I think it makes it better, to be honest, if you were to try to build something here. And you've got just surrounded by jungle. It's so cool. The smallest mesa or badlands I've ever seen. And now we can finally get some of this dry grass and all that. I think, yeah, Silk Touch works on those. So I just need one of them, actually. Let's grab a new bundle for those. Now, the Silk Touch axe does not work on those. So I will have to actually make a pair of shears for those. Now, these I will probably go ahead and get an entire stack of, since it's not like there's another way that I can produce these. I just have to find them and break them. But as far as the dry grass goes, you can just bone meal that and get as many as you want. So I have one, and that is all I need of those. So let's see. I will need to get some cactus. Nice. Okay. I think we'll grab like 16 cactus maybe. And because there's that Badlands right there, I've also got a little bit of one of those surface level mine shafts that spawn in those. So I'll have to check out a little bit of that. Probably not going to check out the whole thing because inventory space is a bit of an issue right now. And I can't really imagine there being anything in there that I really need. I've kind of geared up, I think, past the point where that's like super useful. I think the chances are a little higher that it'll be okay, but a little past our progression at this point. I might grab a couple of the cobwebs and some of this sand. Maybe a little bit of the terracotta. Oh, just honestly because I want to have those marked out in my storage room for when I do actually get enough of them. I'll take a name tag. Oh, well, hello there. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Okay. Still don't have what I need. Okay, well, I already took your lead, so I actually don't need you for anything else, so you're good to go. I really cannot see myself ever actually using this, but I do kind of want to just have it. And then I guess I'll grab a stack of the terracotta, and then we'll call this part good. And then we can move on to... Is this orange or regular? This is orange, okay. I think I want the regular. And yeah, once I get this, we can go over and check out the jungle temple. I might have to come back here for the red terracotta at some point, because it's so nice. I just realized it's a different jungle. So that's going to be interesting. It's not too far away. I will find that one then. Okay. Let's see, 3 mountains with calcite and jungle temple. Whole lot of calcite. I don't think I can see the other ones. There's one right there. With also another pillager outpost we have to check out. And then also, way down there, you can just barely see it. Oh, we got that jungle temple right there. Man, when I tell you I came at this mountain from just the wrong place, it was crazy. I don't know how I got so turned around. It was terrible. Not to mention, this is an entirely different jungle than the one that's next to the desert. So I thought it was closer. Nice, finally. Yeah, I'll take some horse armor. Why not? Wow, that was disappointing. Okay. Ooh, do I want the redstone? I think I do. Oh, great, more fuel. Kind of cool that they got an outpost overlooking a village. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's another one. Okay, nice. My luck is not completely gone today. I don't think I actually have a need to go to that village right there. So I think I'm just going to send it down towards the river here and hope that this doesn't kill me. It shouldn't. Nice. Speedy getaway. Okay, if this one does not have a trim in it, I'm going to double check the wiki, because I swear that they're supposed to have them in there at least sometimes. Unless the luck is just not on my side today, which kind of just seems to be the case. No, go away. I mean, that is not a good place to be a village. Right in between 2 outposts, that's crazy. That's a little far. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad. That's definitely doable. Okay. Nice. I gotta be honest, I don't actually know where I am now. I know that the ocean is probably that way. Other than that, not really sure. A lot of really cool mountains around here. Very low plains and high mountains. It's pretty cool. Good area. 25% chance of finding a trim in a pillager outpost. Ooh, okay. I might be able to get myself another, what are they called? Like heart something? Pale heart? Heart of the tree, heart of the woods, heart of the cards, something like that. Wow, this thing is huge. There's like 3 different patches of this. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. It is midday. I could wait around until night, let a couple of the guys show up, smack them around a little bit, and then just, wait for the amber or whatever to show up on the sides, which might make the most sense. Because other than that, I'm just going to be poking around random trees to hope I find it. So I think we'll just wait for night. So it should be in here. There we go. Nice. I think we can go home now. Somehow I made it home. Now let's offload all this and see what we got. And this is what I picked up this time around. Not as technically lucrative as the first time, but I also wasn't really going for shipwrecks or buried treasure maps or anything. I think I went through one, which is where this one is from. But other than that, I was just kind of looking for the actual stuff, which I found some of, which is nice. 4 different feel horns, which, let's see what this sounds like. I like that one. And ponder. I really wish I could have found the armor trim that you get from the pillager outpost, but apparently none of like the 5 or maybe even, I think it was 5 that I stopped at. None of them had it. Supposed to be 25% chance. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not lucky today. So let's see. I have red sand and terracotta. Red sand actually goes here or possibly there. So we can get that going already. Red sand, I think we'll put at the top because I'm almost certainly never going to use that. And then terracotta. I think I had terracotta somewhere over here, but I don't know. I think it might actually go over... I think I might put it over here because I've already got like the... I think I've got mud and mud bricks and clay planned for this side, so it might make more sense to go ahead and put that over here. I think we'll also go at the top. Creaking Heart makes sense to put in with the pale oak, but hear me out. I think putting that in this area, which is like farmable natural items, kind of. I mean, you know, with the bees and the sweet berries and stuff. Not obviously the lily pads, but stuff like that. I feel like that fits better in there. It would make sense to put it there, but if I end up getting a lot of pale oak, which I'm sure I will have to fill that chest up. Cactus and cactus flower. Flower goes there. Cactus go there. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with making you watch this. I'm going to go ahead and just get all this put up. Instead of making you watch this, maybe I could make you like and subscribe. That'd be nice. Thanks. And then let's make sure we remember to rename this to Woodland Mansion. Nope. Mending. What do I need for mending? I think I've got, I think it's got mending on it, right? Oh, you know what? I've been meaning to make myself a shield for a minute now. That would not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Could have sworn I had one somewhere, but actually, no. I think I've got one up here, maybe? Yes, okay. So I just need Unbreaking, I think. I want to rename the book, but I don't want to sign it. So for now, I think we will go with Oceanside Attractions. Let's capitalize the A for the title. Cool. And then my other book. Let's see, a name for a list of books and the prices you buy them at and their location. Okay, that's what we'll do. We will go with... And actually, which one? I need a Unbreaking, which is going to be Village 2 for 42. Okay. Oh, nice. We got a new tree. Cool. I didn't see that one before. Any other good big ones? Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. And the iron farm is still working. Oh, it's a good day. And since we're here, I think technically the cheapest way to do this is to combine the books and then put them on the shield. Since I got a couple of those bugged out treasure maps, let's see. Okay, not too far off. All right. Nice. I will have to do some with those sometime, but today is not that day. Now, this episode should come out Friday. No, today's episode should come out Wednesday. And Friday, I think we'll be going to the Nether. So that will be fun. We will be going and grabbing... Hopefully, we will find another fortress. That would be nice. That is kind of the goal. I think I'm going to sort of prioritize taking the dragon on soon-ish. I don't know how soon, but soon-ish, for sure. Like that and that, I think. That feels right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Chuck Ross. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.